What's one of the worst hairstyles a younger man can have? Whether you're in your teens or your early 20s, which I understand is a huge part, maybe the main part of my demographics. Most people watching my videos probably are in their teenage years or their early 20s. And when I say worst hairstyle, what I mean is one that's actually something you see people have. I don't mean like on Despicable Me 3, where it's like a flat top mullet with a mustache. I'm not talking about that. Okay, I'm talking about one that you actually see. And even when I was in junior high, I started junior high in 1993, okay? Because I sort of had a hairstyle like that, and that is this. So imagine from like first grade to sixth grade, I kept my hair like spiked and kind of mullet, you know, like most kids of the 80s did, all right? But then in seventh grade, in 1993-94 school year for me, that's when I decided to grow my hair out. And so I did, and you know, I had the bangs, kind of like I did, you know, 6 months ago when I had hair, where I had the bangs. But I remember specifically in seventh grade, I had the bangs that were, you know, I guess they'd come down to here. So when they're parted, they constantly fall in your eyes a little bit. So what do? You have to do that like every minute and a half. So stupid, man. So check this out. And I remember my dad making fun of me at the time, and I was like, well, I got cool hair. But my dad was right. That was stupid. There's nothing wrong with having the bangs that come down, but when you have to do that, that's stupid. All right, so let me tell you this story. This past weekend at my son's soccer game, my son, he's 7. I'm looking at them playing soccer, and the unspoken kind of moment for a lot of parents watching them play is there's this one kid on his team who has the epitome, the exaggerated version of how bad this hairstyle is. So it's like so long, it probably comes down to like right here, but he doesn't put any product in it. So what you have, and it's like very short in the back, but up front, it's just really long. So you see this kid trying to play soccer, but like, and it's like, it looks like he's got issues when really he's just got hair. And you know what I want to do? I want to get the Remington Shortcut Pro. And so badly, I wanted to do that. Because the rest of his hair is like, probably, I don't know, number 4 guard or something. I could have just put a number 4 guard on here and done that. And that would have been it. So I feel bad. Like I feel bad for the kid that he can't have a normal haircut, because that haircut becomes the epitome. Like, have you heard the thing about like, don't wear a suit? Or no, wait, don't let the suit wear you. You should wear the suit. Or wherever you're wearing, you should wear it and not wear you, right? Well, the hairstyle is totally wearing him. And I think that's an important takeaway from this video, is that whatever hairstyle you choose to have as you're encountering or fearing hair loss or receding hairline, it's always, and Nick Shell says, it's always a matter of choosing a hairstyle that you can wear with confidence and it's not going to wear you. And what do I mean by that? A hairstyle that wears you. I'd say one that consumes you. One that you're constantly having to look in the mirror and fix, you know, and do all this stuff. And you think about it as a huge part of your identity all the time. And you hope for compliments from it all the time, and you got to make sure you're playing the game and playing cool and all that. See, to me, that's not good. No matter whether you have 0 hair loss or a complete hair loss, it should never be to the point where you're that consumed by it. I know. There's going to be 13 guys right now in real time watching this 4 minutes in video saying, Nick, you hypocrite. You've made over 2,000 videos in this channel, most of which are about hair loss, and you're trying to say that you shouldn't be consumed by hairstyle? And here you are always talking about your 0 guard buzz cut. You hypocrite, Nick. Really? Really? I'm your life coach. I'm your teacher. Of course I'm going to talk about all this time because you're the consumer. You need to hear this. I only talk about it because you need to hear about it. If you didn't need to hear about it, I wouldn't talk about it in the videos. I talk about stuff I actually care about. Right? But I care about this because you need to hear it. Because I, like a superhero, like Infinity War, anyone in that, you know, the good guys, I assume my role, I need to help people. So if certain people want to say that I'm obsessed, then let them say that. You know, does anybody say to Captain America, "Oh man, you're obsessed with saving people"? That'd be pretty dumb if they said that. There's a difference between having a hairstyle that you're obsessing over and you think too much about, versus finding a hairstyle that truly is an extension of your identity and embracing making the most of your hair, what you've got. There's a complete difference of not being consumed by a hairstyle. And yes, we'd all agree that that's a terrible hairstyle when you have to keep doing this all the time. So no. A masculine guy is in control of himself. He's in control of his emotions. He's in control of his hair. There's nothing wrong with having hair. I'm not anti-hair. Personally, I really prefer this. But if I felt like having hair, then I would find a hairstyle, probably for me. Again, I'd go back to the 1.5 on top, number 2 on the sides and the back, because it would stay in place and I wouldn't have to be looking in the mirror all the time too. So the main thing is this: wherever you are on the hair loss scale, wherever you are on the confidence scale alongside of that, it's a matter of not letting your hairstyle wear you and consume you. You know, and I think when you look at me and you see the confidence that I have, you're looking at someone who already is a confident person, but who knows that his hairstyle matches who he is on the inside. And yeah, I could go back to having hair and I can make that who I am again. I could do that. But I think something you could see is I'm not a guy who's struggling with confidence. I'm a guy who has found that perfect match. I found a hairstyle that matches my identity and who I am, and even works with my hairline. My advice to you, even if you have all your hair, make sure that your hair doesn't consume you. You don't want to be the guy that's looking in the mirror all the time and worried, "Oh no, what about my hair?" Maybe you need to have hair that's shorter and put more pomade in or whatever. Or maybe you need to grow it really long. I'm all in favor of men with really long hair. If you want to get the man bun and do that, do it. But you don't want to be like this. That's so not cool. You want to be in control of your emotions, in control of your identity, in control of your hair. Because being attractive as a male goes back to being masculine. And being masculine is about you recognizing what you can and cannot control. And what you can control, you control it and you don't make a big deal about it. And what you can't control, you realize that, you recognize it, and you don't make a big deal about it. I'm Nick Shell. I am your, what am I? I'm your hair loss life coach.